Hello, everybody. My name is Kyle Chambers. I'm here today with Jason Warren, and he is a school owner of Premier Martial Arts in Lebanon, Tennessee, and he's also a promoter of several local tournaments, both in the NASCA and Pro Max circuits. Thank you for joining the show today.
Thank you.
How did you get involved in the martial arts?
I was 9 years old. I started in Memphis, Tennessee. And at the time, Karate Kid was still a new thing. The third one had just come out, and that was really my motivation. I knew it was something I wanted to get involved in. And I had told my mom at the time I either wanted to get into karate or I wanted to get into Boy Scouts. And my birthday was coming up, and I told her I didn't care which one, just pick one and put me in it. And karate was the first thing she put me in. And actually, taekwondo is where I got started. But so I was a little nervous at the time. I didn't know if I was going to get the Mr. Miyagi type instructor or if I was going to get the hardcore Cobra Kai coaches. But wound up loving my first class, and I told my mom when I walked out that day, I said, this is what I want to do for a living one day. And that's what I stuck with.
That's great. There's a lot of different avenues of martial arts, and it's great that you're able to start, and your motivation came from such a great thing with the Karate Kid.
Yes, absolutely.
What are some of the tournaments that you promote both on the Pro Max circuits and NASCA circuits?
Co-promoter of both the Music City Smackdown and the Middle Tennessee Classic. Ronnie Presley is my partner in both tournaments. And then also for the Middle Tennessee Classic, Eric Rudolph is also another co-promoter of that. So yeah, Music City Smackdown and Middle Tennessee Classic. And Middle Tennessee will be coming up the first weekend of November. So we'd love to see everybody there if they could come out and support.
That's amazing. How did you get involved to be a school owner of Premier Martial Arts in Lebanon, Tennessee?
So it really started out with the dream of having a studio one day. And when I left Memphis, Tennessee, I moved to St. Louis for about 4 years, continued training up there. I worked out with Terry Creamer, but I didn't love living in St. Louis. So I avoided pursuing owning a dojo up there. I knew I eventually wanted to wind back up in Tennessee. In 2008, there was an opportunity to move to Lebanon, Tennessee, which this particular school that I own has been around for, since the mid 90s, I believe. And we're the fourth owners of it. But I used to know the original owner of this school. And when we were going to be moving to Lebanon, Tennessee, I started pursuing just getting involved in teaching here. And then, eventually pursued buying the school out from the owner at the time. And so at the time, it was called Success Martial Arts Center. We used to nickname it SMAC. And then back in 2020, January of 2020 is when we linked up with PMA.
That's great. Premier Martial Arts is a really great brand. It has a lot of really great schools and all great associations. It's great they're able to link up with them.
Yes, sir. Yeah, a lot of definitely a big network, and we can, if there's questions we have, there's other studio owners that may be doing something that you're not doing that, may bring more revenue or help with retention. And we just, we can all share ideas and bounce off each other.
That's great. This podcast episode and all podcast episodes are supported by the Virtual Fight Tour. For more information about Virtual Fight Tour, check them out on Facebook and on Instagram at Virtual Fight Tour to see what they have going on. Thank you for joining the show today.
All right. Thanks, Kyle.
This has been KC Sports Talk Podcast with Kyle Chambers.